Hello, Mr. Mott. Thank you for allowing me to interview. If you don't mind, let's begin with you telling me your name and educational background and a bit about the location, age group, and content you teach.
Okay. My name is Priscilla DeMott. I went to school here in Colquitt County, graduated high school, and went to ABAC and got my 2 year degree in early childhood education. And then I transferred to Bruton Parker College. It's a private college in Georgia, and at the time they were offering classes in Norman Park. I don't know if they're still doing that. But anyway, I would take classes at night at Norman Park, and then like a few times out of the semester, I would have to go to Mount Vernon, Georgia, to do the classes at Bruton Parker. So I graduated there and got my 4 year degree, and I've been teaching here ever since. This is my 13th year teaching, and I've taught almost every grade here at this school. But I'm currently teaching kindergarten. It's my first year in kindergarten. We are a small school in a country rural community. We have, I think, a little over 300 kids here at the school. I have 22 students in my classroom.
Were you here when Mr. Beck was here? Yeah, that's when I was in elementary.
Did you come here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I graduated in 2016.
Okay, yeah. The year Mac Beck started is the year I started here, and he's at Okapilco now.
Um,
So I didn't have you?
no.
I don't think I did.
Okay, question 2. In this course, we are introduced to the debate between a constructivist approach to teaching, direct instruction, and guided instruction. Will you discuss which of these approaches you use and why?
In kindergarten, it's been different for me because I came from second grade. So it's a lot of directed instruction to begin with, and then once we do some of the direct instruction, we go into the guided instruction and with our guided groups. Throughout the day, we have 3 different group time. So in the morning, I do math groups. So we do whole group first, and then math group. So it's more guided instruction. There's a lot of hands-on games in math, and then after specials and after some reading, we do reading groups, and that's guided reading. But it's it's more directed instruction though, because it's working on, in kindergarten at least, it's working on phonics and phonological awareness and sight words. And then we have right now what's called intervention time. So the groups are based on what they need. And that's a little bit more hands-on. We do some puzzles and coloring worksheets or some games to help them with their reading or math.
Okay. This is a 3-part question about critical thinking and creativity. How important to you, if at all, is developing critical thinking skills and or creativity?
It's very important, especially with me seeing it now in kindergarten. Starting out with them so young, it's very important for them to think critically, especially in today's world. They need to be able to think critically and it's not just a yes no answer anymore, or A, B, C, D. We're asking them why, or what would you do? How do you feel? It's more of those questions now. And creatively, it's important. I wish we did more in kindergarten because it is very structured. Kindergarten throughout school, but we do some creative things, and we do have an art teacher that's coming for this part of the year, and they get to do some art, which has been great for their creativity.
Okay, question 4. In this course, we are introduced to the related topics of motivation, self-efficiency, and agency. What, if anything, do you do to help students A, believe they can succeed in your class with the appropriate effort, and B, help students become rational decision makers?
All right, tell me A again.
What do you do to help students believe they can succeed in your class with the appropriate effort?
Okay. I think all kids can succeed if they put their mind to it. I've said it as long as I've been teaching. We can teach, but they have to be ready to accept it and put forth the effort. So I tell my little ones that it's up to them. they've got to be able to want to learn. And at that age, for the most part, they're eager to learn. So I kind of got them at a good spot where they're eager to learn and they're learning so quickly. They know that Miss DeMott loves them and that Miss Nellums is my para, that we work as a good team and that we want them to succeed. And we progress monitor like their different skills. And so they know, like, hey, my goal is this many letters or this many letter sounds, whatever the skill is. So after they take their test, I review it with them and I tell them if they've met their goal. So they're excited when they meet their goal. So that's one way to motivate them. What was the part B?
How do you help students become rational decision makers?
I guess just more trying to figure out your own problems without the teacher having to do it for you. And it's hard because they're so young. But like if they have an argument, because you know little ones, they just want to tattle. No matter what it is, they're just going to tattle. So if it's something that I know they can work out by themselves, I'll tell them, go tell that student how it makes you feel. Or go let them know you don't want them poking you or touching you. So trying to get them self-aware of their problems and they can solve their little problems.
Okay. And then, how has teaching impacted your life?
It's impacted a lot, especially being able to see the different grades at this school and the different levels of learning. The students are amazing. The staff here is very supportive. Especially coming into the new grade level. Miss Caitlin Hobbs has been very supportive because it's a new world in kindergarten. So that's really impacted my teaching to know like the difference in the grade levels. Is that good? Okay.
Would you say planning is an easy or hard task to you?
It's hard.
Really?
It's hard. Thank the good Lord I do have Caitlin, because she taught kindergarten last year, and she is a planner. So she's helped me a lot. But planning's tough in any grade, but especially this grade because it's new for me. And like I find myself having to come up here on the weekends to get everything together because I just can't get it all together during the week, which a lot of teachers do that. But and I only live 3 miles away, so that makes it a little easier for me. But planning's tough, and if you don't stay on top of it, you get behind, and you got to stay on top of it.
I did we did an example planner in class. Everybody had to do one individually, and it was hard.
Especially when you teach all subjects,
Yeah.
Which I've taught all subjects for years. But there's team teaching in 1st grade through 5th grade here at Doran. So they're planning, just from what I've heard from the different teachers, it's a little easier because you don't have to plan for all subjects.
Yeah.
You're planning for more kids, but like there's math teachers that's all they teach is math. So that may be a little bit easier planning.
I think so. Where do you get the inspiration on how you want your classroom to look?
From teachers here at Doran, and also I follow like a lot of different teachers on Instagram and Facebook. You get a lot of ideas from different teachers. There's one man that he's a kindergarten teacher, and I've gotten a lot of ideas from him this year trying to figure out kindergarten.
Okay, this is the last question. Have you ever considered teaching beyond K through 12, like college or anything?
I've thought about it. I do not have my master's. I know you have to usually have your master's. I've even thought about like the tech schools. Occasionally I'll look at, see what's open, but I haven't gone that step. But I have thought about doing like tech school. I don't know if I would do college,
Yeah.
but maybe like the tech school here.
Okay. Well, those are all the questions I have for you.
Okay.
Thank you for your
You're welcome.